What's up, guys? We are not taking the FRS to work today. We are going to take the Lexus because we have a new mod coming in today. Oh, car's locked. Today, my new shifter's coming in. Car's idling like it's got a lumpy cam in it. Nice temperatures. Alright, what's up, guys? We are off work, going to open the old sunroof. One thing I do like about this car is I really do enjoy having a sunroof. You know, it's great for whenever you actually want to use it. So let's go ahead and crank this thing up. It's loud. The amount of crazy looks that this car gets me is funny as hell. Like, I was just pulling out of work and some old country dude in a truck was like looking at me like, when he heard the noise this car made. All right, so this is what we got. And I think the arms are right here. Shifter is already mostly assembled. Cool. All right, so our first thing that we're going to have to do is we're going to have to remove the the shifter that's currently on the car now, which should be pretty easy to do because I think it's just 2 bolts. So what we're going to do, going to have to remove those 2 bolts right there. I believe they are 12s, I think. I don't know, we'll see. All right, guys, so this is going to be the real pain in the ass part. You see right here, this little cast piece, that is the collar that actually moves up and down on the like pulls the gear in and out. So this one's gonna have to come out. There's a little roll pin inside of it. I'll show you guys what I'm talking about. That's gonna have to get hammered or punched out. So like we have a new one right here. It's going to go in the car like this, and then this new roll pin is going to get punched down into it like that, right? So we're going to have to find a way to punch out the old one inside of this car, because this is going to get real aggravating real quick if we can't, because our only other option is to get underneath it and drop the transmission down a little bit to get some more room. I hope that doesn't come to that, but we'll see. Alright, guys, I had to take the console out so I have a little bit more room to work with here, because beforehand I was working with like way up here. Now I'm working right here on top of it. So what I'm going to try to do is I'm going to try to put this thing in a different gear to spin this lock collar around, so maybe that way the roller pin is pointing upward and I can just knock it straight down. We'll see if that works. Alright, guys, just wasn't going to work that way, so gonna have to get up under this thing and take the drive shaft out and pop that pin from the underside. So wish me luck and hope that I don't get squished. Okay, under this thing, got the collar pointed out where the doodad is pointed up. All I gotta do now is just get a hammer and something to punch this out. We should be good to go. Oh, hello. After a nightmare of a time and getting ridiculously dirty, I finally got the old one out. So the hardest part of this stuff is already done. Now I just need to get the new collar. Go ahead and put it on. Okay, so basically you just put the new collar on like that. They supply you with a new roll pin and you just hammer that boy in. Alright, guys, so this is the way the shifter sits. So we're going to have to trim some of this. I have my saw with me, and so we're just gonna have to notch back here and over here just a little bit. Just bring it back about another couple of inches, and we should be good to go. So I'm gonna go ahead and do that now. Okay, so this is actually the proper way that it's supposed to go. So disregard the way I had it done earlier. I just had to redo literally everything that I was doing because it's like practically dark now. My girlfriend's tired of my shit. Yes. I want to go eat. Anyway, yeah, completely had to redo like everything that I did earlier because I had it backwards. But doing the installation of the shifter now. All right, what's up, guys? We are taking the Lexus to work today. Got my new shifter installed yesterday. Take all this junk covering this up. All right, let's see if we can't get this thing to work. Cruising along in fifth gear. One thing to note, this shifter is not as easy for me to shift without a knob on it because it is shorter down. So that's just one thing to note. Well, I have learned, guys, that I am experiencing clutch drag. And what that means is my clutch not wanting to disengage properly like it's supposed to. All right, what's up, guys? So currently playing a little bit of Among Us right now. My ass is dead. So anyway, had a little mishap with the shifter. So this is the extension. I accidentally stripped the threads in my handle, but I used my tap to clean it up. So I'll show you guys what I'm talking about. Oh shit. So now, threads in nice and clean. So here's the problem we're having, guys. This does not want to go into this hole like it's supposed to. Like, it doesn't go all the way in. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna leave this in the freezer overnight so it'll shrink up, and then we're gonna try to heat this piece tomorrow, so that way maybe it should be able to go all the way in. And then I guess I'll just update you guys tomorrow. Alright guys, so we skipped forward a day or two. Basically, my new shifter, the lever for it was machined incorrectly or something, and it just doesn't really fit the shifter. So that's a little strange. But anyway, yeah, we're waiting on a new replacement shifter. The guy is sending me one, no questions asked, which is cool. Great customer support. So we have the new shifter in there, just need the new shift lever. But we're experiencing another problem that I think I mentioned earlier in the video. We're experiencing clutch drag, and what that means is my clutch is not always disengaging properly, and I think the culprit is this right here. I don't think the clutch pedal is pulled out enough. So what we're going to do is we're going to take the clutch pedal off, adjust it out a little bit more, put it back on. Because there's a simple test you can do that I'm not going to show you guys here in the video because just pointless. But basically, you sit still on flat ground, put the clutch in, put it in first gear, and rev it up to about 6,000 or 7,000 RPMs. If the car starts to slowly lurch forward while the clutch is in, then your clutch is dragging, and that's a bad thing because it means it's wearing the clutch, and it can also hurt your transmission. So yeah, so the Lexus is going to be parked in the meantime until we figure this out. So we're going to go ahead and dive into it today. All right, so I rigged up something with the shifter extension. This is not how it's supposed to go. Normally this end is supposed to fit down into this hole, but it doesn't. So I'm using the threaded end the knob is supposed to go on to flip it upside down. So as you can see, I can't put a knob on it because the threaded part's not out. But this will let us move through the gears for a moment to test this. So I moved the pedal a little further out. So we're going to see if it still wants to lurch forward. All right, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna crank it. We're gonna put it in first, and we're gonna rev it to 7,000, and we're gonna see if it wants to roll. Yep, it still wants to roll. Man, I don't understand. All right, guys, I think I found a level that the clutch is actually happy at, and I'll show you guys exactly what I'm talking about. Let me move my seat back a little bit. I had to move the seat really far forward for a second there to test something. Anyway, right up under the clutch pedal right here, you'll see there is a lock nut right there. You have to loosen that lock nut and spin that rod from the adjustment to adjust the master cylinder. And basically, when you're 6'2" like me and have gigantic hands, this is not an easy thing to do. But yeah. Anyway, got that done. Found a place where it's happy at, so we're going to go ahead and set that and leave it. So I'll be right back. All right, guys, I just went through all the gears, and it's really nice. So you just, so like it clicks very well. First, second, third, fourth. Finding fifth is really hard without a knob, but the weight of the knob makes it move easier. But this shifter is so much better than my last one. This one actually feels much better, like it clicks so smooth in and out of gear. Like it's just very nice. So yeah, and it's got some adjustment in it, so you can change the pivot of like the stick, so you can move it left or move it right, and it just feels really nice. But my luck is, as always, really bad. So I got one with a lever that the anodization was too thick on the adjustable lever part, so the actual handheld lever where the shift knob bolts to or screws onto, it was the anodizing was too thick on it, and wouldn't let it suppress all the way and seat properly. So he's got me a new one in the mail. Should be here like tomorrow, I think. But anyways, I think it's gonna do it for this video, and I'll show you guys more. My shift knob came in. I'll show you guys that in the next video as well. It's really nice. It's nice and weighted, smooth, and I'll show you guys that. Anyways, hope you enjoyed this video. It's a little all over the place, but we got a new shifter, and exhaust is gonna be coming soon as well. So the car is pretty much a bona fide street car now, thankfully. And yeah, so anyways, I'll update you guys whenever my new shift lever comes in. You guys will see all that. So thank you very much. Subscribe if you're just now checking into the channel, like the video, share it if you want to, you know, just, it really helps. Other than that, guys, hope you all have a wonderful day. Peace.